What's up, Kpopcast family? The world's on fire. Global warming.
A pandemic, don't forget that.
Yeah.
And the notorious RB...
Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
Yeah.
Is she dead?
She died.
She dead?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I was joking.
Yeah. I just found out too right before recording. I wasn't gonna bring it up because I didn't want to bring down the mood, but you know.
2020, you win, man.
Yeah, we need to acknowledge this.
Anyway.
Whoo!
World's gone to but we got K-pop. And
K-pop.
I just want to take a moment and like appreciate that. Like in spite of everything else going on in the world right now, we've got some wonderful hit replays. This is like a renaissance in
Korea
K-pop that we're
holding it
going
down
through
for
right
the
now.
rest of the world.
We were struggling before this episode recording just to pick what we wanted because we love them all.
That's true.
So like let's just like take just pour one out, take a quick moment of silence to appreciate like K-pop
what we
keeping
do
us
have.
going.
Yeah, I am grateful for K-pop. It is the greatest escape, you know.
Yeah. So with that being said, moment of silence over. It's another hit replay episode,
Hey.
and I'm your K-pop DJ Peter Lowe, and I'm welcoming on main visual, main vocal, and main dancer. It's Stephanie.
Ow, ow. Woo. Glad to be back. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
And let's not forget MVP, main rapper, sub vocal, hidden visual. It's Michaela PDM.
Yes, hello everybody. I'm glad to be back.
And that's a joke because on our YouTube version of this podcast, Michaela is always behind the facade.
Not on cam.
Yep. All right, so but first, before we dive into all this, what are hit replays?
Hit replays are songs we recommend y'all listen to on repeat or replay for the week. Michaela, I see some emojis here that have got me feeling some type of way.
Yeah, because you know my hit replay this week is X song, the Disco Funk Mix by Xia Junsu. And this is really just my pick because, you know, like we mentioned at the beginning of the show, it's kind of the apocalypse outside where I am, and this song just made me feel good. So that is why it's my hit replay, and I can sum it up in sun emoji, mountain emoji, eggplant emoji.
Eggplant.
Wait, what does that mean? Naive
God.
Peter Lowe asks.
Junsu is very smexy, and he brings all of that out, and also
Smexy. What is this word? Can I find it in the dictionary?
Yes.
Oh, stop. You know what it is.
Yeah, y'all know, but check it out. Junsu's
I was
X
just
song.
thinking, like, dang, Xia Junsu, he's my favorite Dongbang member, or
Yes.
JYJ member. JJ? Like, what are, I don't know.
The ultimate bias from the
bias.
JJ project.
Exactly. I feel like he doesn't get enough love, but he's got that X factor.
Yeah,
So hot.
and you know, he is one of those soloists that unfortunately was solo because he was, you know, had issues with things and wasn't really able to shine as much. And I hope that, you know, maybe you guys can listen to this song and fall in love with him like we have.
All over again.
I'm just in love with the song for the cheese aspect of it, honestly. Like, it's got saxophone, it's disco funk. It is my kind of cheesy, hammy song.
But Stephanie, what is your hit replay for this week?
Well, I've got to thank Peter for this one because he put me on game in the Kpopcast Slack. All y'all are sleeping on the Slack. If you're not in it, join today, the Kpopcast Slack, because you can find hidden gems like the just dropped single called Toast from Higher Music. I have listened to it so many times today because it has some of my favorite artists collaborating all on the same track from J Park's Higher Music label. It has J Park himself, along with rappers PH1 and Chic K, who always have these super catchy R&B tracks. And then the hook is done by none other than Golden, aka G Soul. And when I heard his voice, I just knew like it was game over. This is a sunny, upbeat R&B groovy track that we've come to expect from J Park and Friends, and it is just in time for end of summer to keep those picnics and barbecues rolling and make a toast to what we do have to be grateful for in life.
People, don't you get it twisted. Let's make a toast. 하늘 좋잖게 보일 정도로. Raise your glasses, 잔을 높이. 지난 날을 기억해 going. 넘쳐나게 따라 let it run it over. 우린 기억되겠지 어느 날이 오면.
I loved it. Like from the first beat of the first track, I was like, oh, whoa, okay, this is a piece of work that needs attention. And the other thing I was thinking about is like, man, J Park, he's busy. That man hustles.
Busy. Man never sleeps.
Because I think there's like 28 tracks on both the blue tape and the red tape that's coming out later. So just a bunch of music that we can all love.
Right. A friend of mine just asked me about K-pop. I know. I was like, how much time do you have? She was like, well, I know about K-pop. I've heard about it. I just thought that it wouldn't really be for me. I thought it's more for kids.
I heard of Psy, maybe BTS.
Yeah, BTS.
I told her to start with J Park, and because I think she's into hip hop and R&B stuff. And I was like, you can't go wrong starting with that. And now I have the Higher Music blue tape to just like serve to her on a silver platter. Like, look what you're missing out. This could be you. Yes. It's like the whole blue tape album is gold so far.
We need to do an episode on like how to hook your friends onto K-pop, and like this is gonna be like one of those ingredients.
We do.
Yeah.
One of our listeners is loving blue tape just as much as I am. We heard from Soba Tofu 353, who said higher blue tape, sunglass emoji, praise hands emoji, fire emoji. And like, yes, I love Golden's voice too. Definitely Swing My Way is my favorite track. It's with Cha-Cha Malone. Yes, can't forget. I need a cha-cha beat, boy.
We're all thinking it.
a lot of that here. Can't get enough. I think Peter is up next. What's your hit replay?
Okay, so if this counts for a K-pop podcast, it's got SUGA on it, so I'm willing to say like, okay, let's just throw it in. It's Max's Blueberry Eyes, and it is such.
Am I the only one who was looking forward to Changmin from Dongbangshiki? And then I was like, who's this white boy?
I know, right? If only.
Just me? Okay.
A delightful surprise, all the same.
Great follow-up to Chocolate. Blueberries, chocolate.
Right.
Oh gosh,
I was like, he's going on that food tip. I see you, Max.
Sorry, Peter, go on.
Well, look, in spite of everything going on, this is like my little place of refuge. It's my little pocket of sunshine, if you will. It's got this very nice
emoji.
sample of the piano riff that repeats throughout the song, and then it's layered in with all these like really modern ways of chopping up that sample and using these really fun upbeat up-tempo percussive elements. It's got a refreshing rap from, of course, SUGA of BTS fame, and I relate to this song. My wife is 7 months pregnant right now.
Oh.
And like it walks you through that journey. From conception to
Wow.
Anyway, my wife and I, we were watching it, and the other miraculous thing, truly a magic to behold, is seeing how this pregnant lady is able to walk around in high heels going down the stairs. Like,
I was like, whoa, she is like actually preggers.
Yeah.
She doesn't just have a beach ball in there. Like
Oh,
most
really?
actions.
Oh yeah, that's his
She
real
seems
life
really
partner,
pregnant, yeah.
who was really pregnant during the filming of the music video.
So cute.
Yeah, and they've got SUGA in there actually as a cat. You know, they couldn't have SUGA in there, but there's a scene during the
Of
rap where they
course.
just flash a cat. You know, like okay, symbolic SUGA here. So anyway,
He is a cat.
give it a listen. It's keeping me going.
에이 부자크덕더 나 그전의 삶은 다 하루를 대충 때우기에 급급했었잖아 우리의 낮 우리의 밤 그대 우리의 삶 UAREMY like 서로 채팅하는 법 서로의 다
Strawberry sky, 'cause I get so lost in your blueberry eyes. I'm running through my dreams too. See you in my life, 'cause I get so lost in your blueberry eyes.
Was impressed that these are they American? Max and his partner, I guess. They don't look Korean to me, and they learned to mouth the words of all of SUGA's rap verse in Korean. I was like, dang, it wasn't just like a few words either. That was like 100 words. But they did that.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, usually like maybe if there's a feature with like maybe like a Western rapper, they'll maybe put one word of Korean and then the rest will be in English. But this is really the first with, you know, a K-pop Western artist collab where they actually take time and like do something with Korean language.
Yeah, and it didn't feel tokenized either. Like to your point, Michaela, like, okay, this word, Korean.
Yeah.
like
Oh, she said oppa.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he said soju.
I mean, it just felt like a very natural segue into the song. Like, I love the progression of the song itself. And
Yeah.
I mean, this is like, without looking too much into the lyrics, I mean, this is like just an upbeat, uplifting version of SUGA, or it's kind of on the opposite side of Auguste that we often know him for.
Because he
SUGA
is that cat Matt outside of his recording studio that's just flipping everybody off. So it's nice to see a softer side from him.
SUGA is very versatile.
As Virginia
And-
will tell us.
He goes where the
Yeah.
money is. So
I hope he's
I ain't mad at
out.
him.
We also heard from you, our listeners, on what your hit replays were for this past week. Sarah L. in our Slack said, "Can I still say Wonho?" And yes, Sarah, you
Yes.
can still say Wonho.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Always yes. God, yes.
And then we also had someone who is still bopping to Taemin Criminal. This was at Joelle_Hana. A Black Rose Taemin Cheeks Stan. Which cheeks? The world needs.
Oh my goodness.
That was my emphasis, my words. But
Not
we see
hers.
you. We love Taemin Criminal too.
Yeah. It's not just her hit replay of the week, it's the hit replay of the decade.
That's right.
I heartedly agree. And Geo Lands from IG, or Geor Lands from IG said,
We need to make
Stray
these
Kids
bigger.
Backdoor, which I'm pretty sure if we had done a Daybach or not, we might have done that one.
Yeah. Oh man, that song's it's such a banger. But also,
Epic.
when I saw the name of that song, my wife and I we just both looked at each other and just laughed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's a
It was-
point where they audibly knock on the door, and it's like,
Yeah. Hey.
Anyway.
Yeah. But
The
apparently,
choreo was bombed for this. Stray Kids
Oh,
are
yeah.
just, oh my God. Great
Yeah,
performers.
apparently the real meaning is it's like they are so on a new level and like at a place where they have the ability to like open the back door for people who might have been excluded from entering before. So it's like, hey,
Oh, is
we're
that
gonna
what
bring
it's
you
about?
into the party.
I missed that. But thank you.
Yeah.
just something to tell your partner. Anyway, so we
Wow.
also had Howard who joined us on the Slack and shared that his hit replay was Promise 9, Feel Good,
Yes.
or Secret Code. And he said, great comeback after a long hiatus. Love Bomb is one of my all-time favorite songs. For a pop song, I can't imagine ever getting sick of it, especially the music video.
I remember seeing this come along as well, and I was like, huh, who's this group?
Yeah.
There's something special about him. I'll be looking out, because this was a good track and not usually my style.
I fell down the discography rabbit hole and I'm in love. So
Okay,
definitely recommend
I need
for
to
me
follow
too.
you there.
Yeah, From the Start was a surprise debut for me. But
Yep.
out of all of our listener comments, we wanted to highlight one of them to be more prominently featured for this episode. And that goes out to K-pop and RPGs, or Michael D, who tweets at us saying, my hashtag hit replay for this week is Ye-Eun's. Oh, Stephanie, am I pronouncing that name right?
It's probably Ye-Eun. Ye-Eun.
Ye-Eun's Barbie. It's an energetic bop with an empowering message. At first, I thought this was a modern iteration of Eurotrash classic Barbie Girl by Aqua, but it's not. The main rapper of CLC states that she is in fact no Barbie, although people might think so because of her looks. But she makes it very clear that she doesn't care and therefore gives us all a valuable lesson in the catchiest way possible. So shout out to Michael D for giving us that gem and that special non-music video version of the hit replay.
찰랑이는 머리 너에게 금발이 미워 보다 순수한 나의 머리가 만색 어둠은 싫어 달콤한 말로 내 너에게 맞추려 해 안에 인형 노래 Now I wanna tell nobody Bobby 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 Don't play me ain't nobody Bobby 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 I'm Wonder Frida Oh Bobby 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 I know I look so Bobby 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 I'm Wonder
Okay, Peter, cough it up. Was this your second account? Because you say stuff like this all the
I know,
time.
right?
Powerful message, Eurotrash. It just seems like AI generated Peter commentary.
There's just enough training data out there.
Yeah. I can tell why you like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Thanks, Michael.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll slip you a $5 later, Michael, for that.
Right,
that
you
comment.
paid him to do that. All right, so as you can, thank you again, Michael, and to everyone who hit us up on Twitter, on social, in our Slack to tell us what your hit replays are. That's because we want to feature you and your hit replays. It's not all about us. We want to feature you and what you think on the K-pop cast. So if you want to be a part of the episode, you can always tweet us, but you know what would be even better? Send in an audio clip of your own voice.
And
just send us
you
that
too
file.
could be featured on the next hit replay episode.
This could be you.
Yeah. So the way to do that, just send in, like, if you got a phone, just like if you have like an Apple iPhone, just go to voice memos, just click on that, record your voice, make it like under 30 seconds. Like, hey, my hit replay is this awesome reason. We want to hear like more of the rationale why. Like, we're gonna pick the best one to drop into the show. We can't include them all, but we'll pick the best one.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And you can send that clip along. Just email it to kpopcastshow@gmail.com.
Before we sign off, I think we need to just take a moment and at least give an honorable mention to the possible return of the Queen, the one and only CL from 21.
I love how in her song she says like, or something along the lines of,
I go by the name of,
I was already singing along. I go by the name of CL of 21, but then she didn't do it. She was like, you already know. I'm like, you got me, girl.
I just love that. She's riffing off of her legacy, and like it's very genuine. Whereas I think a lot of her previous U.S. promotion stuff felt like she was trying to be something she's not. This is like embracing both aspects, I think, of that. So can't wait to hear more from her. And this song reminds me, like, the beat, MTBD. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
We're talking about Post Up, CL's Post Up, which Virginia chose as her hit replay. We see you. We agree.
I mean, the song is perfect as it is, but like I need more. I need more music from her. I mean, I've been listening to her last album on repeat, but you know, that could only go so far before you need more.
More rap.
Yeah. So we want to hear from you, CL. All right, so this concludes our hit replay episode for the week of
The third week of September.
the third week of September.
He was like, loading.
Let our listeners know where they can find you each on Twitter.
You can find me at sparker2.
I'm at Michaela J. Kpop.
And I'm at DJ Peter Lowe.
You can also tweet all of us at the Kpopcast on Twitter.
And if you want to get to know us even better, come make some new friends in the Kpopcast Slack. We know a lot of y'all are out there. You're the only K-pop fan in your family, in your neighborhood, in your universe. You can come make new friends. Join us, and we'll be your K-pop friend.
One of us.
Join the cult. Join the family.
Oh, please.
Whatever you want to call it.
We're here to not be like, we're anti-cult, like critical thinking. No. Be yourself.
We're super chill.
Yeah.
Just come as you are. We'll accept you.
Yeah.
You can find a link to our Slack in the description of this episode.
And don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and share this episode online.
Okay.
보름달이 떴다 강강 swale 21이 떴다 everybody swale 이 세상의 멱살을 흔드는 막춤 숨겨진 내 눈은 감별의 짝퉁 빠르디 빠르난 뛰어싼 토끼처럼 대박을 터뜨려 쌍꺼비처럼 헝클어진 머리에 풀리는 동공 멘탈은 붕괴 미션은 성공 비비디바비디부 하쿠나 마타타 지금 너의 무의식을 따라가 적어드는 이 세상을 바라봐.
My internet connection's unstable.
Oh, no.
You're unstable. Okay.
I'm not the one that's unstable. You're unstable.
You're unstable. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm ready now.